Let's start with the good news. A new era of data is here, now. The bad news? It's completely unpredictable. Sure, AI has opened up more possibility for your business, but at the cost of far more complexity. Yesterday's storage can't even keep up with today's problems. Now try to predict what your business will need in 3, 4, 5 years? Impossible. Enter the Pure Storage platform with its unique architecture that evolves with your business. Always getting newer and better, with zero planned downtime. Guaranteed. We've demolished 20th century storage with its sprawling, inflexible stacks and built a unified storage services platform that works across on-premises, public cloud, and hosted. Any workload, anytime. Instead of siloed stacks requiring multiple management systems, our platform gives you one simple way to manage storage at any scale. This gives you ultimate flexibility, turning your storage into a service, saving you time, energy, and money. The old world of data storage is officially extinct. Welcome to a new era from Pure Storage.
Welcome! It is great to have you here at the Pure Storage Spring Launch Event. We have a great lineup for you. I am Lynn Lucas, and I'd like to take a moment to set the stage for why we are all here today. Digital transformation has made every company a data company. And now I think it's safe to say we all feel the urgency in this moment based on the changes that are happening all around us. Specifically, Gen AI is a major shift, increasing the importance of data. App modernization continues apace to deliver new innovation for the business. Yet we know cybersecurity remains a critical issue as attacks continue to skyrocket. So how do we balance innovation with managing risk? This is a top concern of CIOs. Our recent global study of over 1,500 CIOs shows that 89% believe AI will be transformative, but 97% believe their infrastructure needs improvement. Our teams and our data centers are facing a tectonic shift. These rapid technological changes require us to rethink our infrastructure to make data a flexible and secure source of future business success. Today, you will learn about exciting innovations in the Pure Storage platform. Innovations that expand our simple and consistent as-a-service platform to meet all your storage needs as we move into the AI-driven future together. We have a lot to cover, so let's get right to it. Please welcome our first speaker, Sean Hansen, General Manager, Core Platform Business Unit.
Thanks, Lynn. I'm very excited to be here with you today. Just a few weeks ago, I met with the CIO of a major bank. He had just returned from a CIO summit, where 20 top CIOs were asked what troubled them the most. It was the question, is your data center infrastructure ready for AI? Then cybersecurity and app modernization. Have you ever felt like you just can't keep up? We have several announcements today that are focused on helping you keep up. Pure has always been focused on simplicity with our Evergreen architecture. Evergreen was designed to help make it easy to constantly stay fresh and new. I want you to think about this. What if you could buy a car that could update itself every month? Not just the maps and the apps. The tires could get better. The engine could get faster. What if you needed more seats? What if you wanted to tow a new boat? What if your minivan became a race car and then changed back again? What would be the value of such a magic car? Instead of throwing it away every 5 years, how do you value something that becomes new every year? That is the magic of Evergreen. The Evergreen architecture is the foundation of the Pure platform. It helps you adapt as your world changes, letting you continually update without ever suffering a data migration again. The Pure platform was designed for simplicity, We offer a simple, unified infrastructure with one operating system across all products and all protocols across both on-prem and cloud. We also create a single control plane for managing storage as a global virtualized pool. Now you can standardize, manage, and protect data easily. These three building blocks, true non-disruptive updates, a single OS, and a single control plane, make it possible to lead the industry in storage as a service. You can easily scale up or down as your business changes. Unlike legacy storage, you don't need to plan far in advance because flexibility is built into every layer and is always new, always fresh. So, back to the car analogy. What is the value of the car if you can add more seats and a faster engine without stopping the car? Now you don't need multiple cars. You just need one platform to serve all of your changing needs. The power of the Pure Storage platform is that you can serve many needs in one place without starting over or adding complexity or isolated islands. With a platform, you get leverage. You stand on the shoulders of your investments. As each new need arises, the Pure platform makes it easy to keep up. So, you're probably thinking, what is Pure Storage going to do now? Well, I have some really exciting news. First, let's start with building AI infrastructure. We all agree that AI brings great innovation, but we also know it brings a new level of complexity. To date, AI clusters have been out on an isolated island. Now we're making it possible to easily add AI to the enterprise infrastructure that you know and love with two changes. First, we are bringing pure simplicity to AI with NVIDIA SuperPod certification. With it, you can run both inference and training models on the same set of enterprise infrastructure you use now. Second, we are announcing secure application workspaces, which integrates containers and secure multi-tenancy. This allows app owners to have secure access to AI power without losing control or independence. But that's not enough. We want you to use AI to manage your own storage. We are excited to announce the first AI Copilot for managing a fleet of storage. This is a radically new way to manage and protect data with natural language. You will be able to find a needle in a haystack across a large fleet. You can fix performance issues that would normally take a call into customer support, and you can stay ahead of complex security incidents. Why is this unique to Pure Storage? It is because AI is fundamentally a data problem. We can ask sophisticated, deep questions that are not possible with other products that only see one box at a time. This is only possible with a unified operating system across all of our products, how we capture hundreds of petabytes of metadata, and a unified control plane. With the AI Copilot, you will see the power of the Pure platform in simplifying very complex problems. I am so excited about this revolutionary way of managing storage. It makes a decent storage admin good and a good storage admin amazing. It is the next step in the promise of pure simplicity. So, we've talked about building AI infrastructure and AI Copilot, and guess what else? We want you to get ready for the biggest step forward in managing storage that we've ever seen. When we first introduced Purity, to illustrate how easy it was out of the box, the user guide came as a simple business card. So we wondered, can it be that simple and elegant for a large fleet of arrays? What if you could merge appliances together into a single storage pool that could grow or shrink? What if you could create easy templates that could be enforced across the entire fleet? And what if you could do this all to your existing fleet, not just new arrays? Well, I am so excited to introduce the next generation of Fusion. Now this is available to everyone for your existing fleet as a simple, non-disruptive upgrade. Fusion automates storage with a single unified control plane. It allows you to standardize and enforce policies across a global pool of storage. It shares your resources and lets you scale them up and down dynamically. We wanted to make this available out of the box to all customers. Unlike a legacy cluster, which is rigid and not possible to create unless arrays are empty, you can now link existing arrays together to create a fleet. There is no separate license or external control plane. As a non-disruptive update, It will be fully backwards compatible and will not break existing integrations. It will be protocol agnostic and connect across Fibre Channel, iSCSI, and NVMe across all the products in our portfolio. Fusion automation will now be embedded into Purity. Now, let me explain why we feel this is the biggest step forward in managing storage we've ever seen. With this announcement, we are expanding our vision for managing one appliance at a time to a true cloud of resources, where the appliances become endpoints in that cloud. Whether it's Purity on-prem or in the cloud or Portworx containers, these will act together as a seamless whole. You will be able to set and manage global policies without worrying about individual boxes. You will be able to move workloads based on service levels. In short, you will be able to manage your environment based on business policies. Set your policy and template once, and the Pure Storage platform will manage the rest. I am so excited about these major steps forward in simplicity at scale. You can now easily deploy all AI infrastructure using the enterprise tools you know and love. You can easily connect primary storage to AI power with secure application workspaces. You can easily find needles in the haystack with AI Copilot. And with a non-disruptive update, you can easily create a single control plane across all of your existing appliances. This is the power of the Pure Storage platform. It just keeps getting better. Now, I would like to invite Prakash Darji to talk with us about the innovative services included in our launch.
Thanks, Sean. It's amazing all the platform innovations you've introduced. And it's amazing that you talk about this magic transformative car. Because my daughter, I drive her everywhere. And I'm excited because she's 14, going to turn 15, and she's going to get her permit soon to drive. Well, I talked to her and she said she's not that interested because I'm her Uber driver. She likes it because it's flexible, I'm available to her, she doesn't have to learn how to drive, no risk of accidents, and it's pretty efficient. She doesn't have to fill up gas. Well, storage has a lot of the same attributes that it needs. Storage as a service provides flexibility where you don't have to over-provision. It's simpler to operate where you don't need to manage a lot of performance and capacity. It's lower risk with inbuilt protection. And it's efficient, energy, space, and power efficient, as well as labor. How is it different? Well, first, there's a different way you buy. Instead of buying something, you can rent it or pay per use. So we provide a consumption-oriented storage as a service. It's more different in terms of how you operate, where instead of you having to manage things, we manage it on your behalf. Kind of like a self-driving car. And 3, it's different. You saw the Uber experience where you can drop a pin and get from place A to place B. Well, storage as a service provides a different experience where you just manage to SLAs, all in a SaaS-like way. And let's hear from one of our leading analysts. Gartner says by 2028, 80% of IT buyers are going to prioritize as-a-service consumption for workloads in IT, including storage. And Options IT has been a customer with us since 2019. They started in one site, it was about 5 years ago, and since then they've expanded 18 petabytes across dozens of sites, where their service got better over time with stronger resiliency and stronger innovation delivered continuously in a SaaS way. James has mentioned that by partnering with Pure and consuming as a service, it was a massive game changer for them in the financial service industry where they're supporting hedge fund trading. And why are we unique? Well, first, we have the Evergreen architecture. Sean talked about how the car transformed continuously based on needs. The Evergreen architecture is unique from Pure and provides a way where we can deliver storage commitments and flexibility with no disruption. And other vendors have data migration events. What happens at renewal? What happens when the hardware ages? They don't have the Evergreen architecture. Instead of box on subscription from the other guy, we give guaranteed performance and capacity SLAs. We also have a 3-page contract, simple to do business with, versus hundreds of pages of exclusions and fine print from the other guy. And lastly, we offer a paid power and rack commitment because we're running a service in a customer's data center, so we pay for the power, space, and rack that we use. No other vendor offers that. Now, you've seen the workloads that we've typically had on Evergreen One. VMware, databases, containers, all of those workloads are what people are using today. But the world's changing. AI is introducing a new type of workload to storage. Sean mentioned how AI is changing the landscape. The workloads that are deployed are at a different size, scale, and complexity. And GPUs in a data center are expensive. You often find yourselves overpaying, underutilizing, your requirements change. It's just rapidly evolving as a space. So how do you keep up without just going ahead, buying a GPUs and getting stuck when you don't know where you're going to go or how you're going to plan? So we have our Evergreen One for AI service. This service is aligned for keeping GPUs optimized. If you think about it, it's like your water bill. You pay for a connection to your house, 1-inch, 2-inch, 3-inch pipe that guarantees water to your home, and you pay for usage, which is the water you use. In a similar way, our Evergreen One for AI service has a provision performance guarantee, and you just pay for the storage you need. So it's flexible across training and inference and optimized for AI workloads. But AI in the hands of the good guys is different than AI in the hands of the bad guys. So attack patterns are getting crazier. We've aligned across the NIST framework to help customers identify issues, protect, detect, respond, and recover with the governance framework. As we enhance our capabilities across NIST, we're providing increased capability to respond and recover. In case of ransomware or disaster recovery, we'll provide a clean room array and the professional services required to get you up and running. We're also announcing a way where customers can identify any configuration issues in their landscape. We have this brand new AI-powered security assessment, looking for configuration issues. If you haven't rotated your passwords, if you've got open ports, we're continually looking at a customer's environment and helping them with configuration and operational security. And finally, we've got this AI-powered anomaly detection where we can detect not just data reduction, but performance attacks like data exfiltration or denial of service, where someone's trying to steal your data. And lastly, there's this resilience SLA. That means that for Evergreen One customers, we will quarterly look at their environment and ensure that we remediate any configuration issues we find in their landscape, ensuring they're fully protected in their world. So Evergreen One, storage as a service, lets you get what you need, block, file, or object, wherever you need it, on premises, in the cloud, or in a colo, available in 30 countries, backed by SLAs. For traditional workloads, like VMware or databases, or for new workloads, like AI, Pure is here with our platform. Now let me introduce Lynn Lucas and Rob Lee to talk more about AI workloads.
Thanks, Prakash. And welcome, Rob. Thank you for joining me today.
My pleasure. Really excited to be here.
We all know you cannot have a discussion today in either business or our personal lives without hearing about AI. It's everywhere, and organizations of every size are grappling with how to seize this tremendous but yet very complex opportunity. What are you hearing?
Absolutely. As I go and talk to customers, I hear a lot of the same thing. You have a lot of customers top down trying to figure out where to go. They're getting a lot of pressure to go do more with AI. They're getting 50 projects thrown at them in every which direction. And they're really trying to figure out, A, where to get started, and B, where they can go add the most value to their organizations with this new great technology that's out there.
Mm-hmm. So let's unpack that a little bit. 50 things at once. Where are organizations starting? What are they trying to accomplish? And why is this so difficult with this particular technology transition?
Yeah, I think it's a great question. I think it depends on the organization, right? You have some organizations that are looking to deploy AI to build better customer experiences, to operate more efficiently themselves, or just to build great new things. Now, I think the challenges come in when it comes to the details, right? Where do we get started? This technology came out of almost nowhere in the last year or two. Expertise is scarce. The technology is evolving very, very quickly. And so I think a lot of organizations and teams are really just still in the mode of, scrambling to figure out where best in their organizations to start. When you have 50 projects coming at you, how do you prioritize? Where do you add the most value immediately to your companies? B, how do you go attract and build that talent to figure out what tools to go deploy? How to build these systems, how to build these environments, and then C, once you've got that figured out, well, how do you get started, right? Do you go build it all from scratch? Do you, are there, buy options? Can you go partner with leading providers in the space? I think people are in a scramble and a mad rush to deploy and almost ahead of figuring out, hey, what does that look like?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I resonate with that. I mean, as a marketing leader, I know within my own organization, we too are looking at AI and how we can use it. But for our audience who are leading the data infrastructure for their companies, what opportunities as well as what pressures do you think they're facing right now, and maybe some advice that you would have?
Absolutely. Well, I think, step zero when I talk to a lot of customers is just getting their data house in order, so to speak. AI in any form is really all about the data, whether it's the rich data sets that are fed into building these great models, or whether it's taking an existing model and applying it to your firm's proprietary data to make better decisions. Well, it's all about the data.
Yeah, I mean, it really puts us back. Data is at the heart of this. AI is only as good as the data and its availability, right?
Absolutely. Well, they call it a data center, not a not a networking center or a computing center. And you're absolutely right. So I think number one is it's putting a lot of pressure on organizations to figure out is their data strategy in a good place to even get started. When I go talk to a lot of customers and I say, hey, great, you want to go deploy all this great AI technology to your operational data? Well, where does it sit? And oftentimes, more often than not, the answer is, well, it sits in these 20 different systems. HR's got a database, finance has got a database. And so in a lot of cases, just getting started means modernizing those systems, breaking down those silos, and just making their data a lot more ready to be accessed by AI-powered systems.
I hear a lot around training and inference, maybe just a little bit for our audience on that, and does that have a difference in what's required in the infrastructure?
Absolutely. When we talk about deploying AI, it's not one thing. There's an entire wide spectrum of, call it build versus buy versus deploy options, from the folks that are building these gigantic large language models from scratch to others that are taking that great work and then fine-tuning it and specializing it to a particular problem domain, be it customer support or something else, to those that are just taking those models then and applying it to their own specific data, their proprietary data, to make better decisions. And so you've got a wide range of options there, and I think that that's something that's really developed over the last 6 months, and customers now have many more choices in terms of, do they need to build it from scratch, or can they go and partner with, best of breed providers to go deploy that technology really quickly.
So if we bring this to Pure Storage and our platform, from your lens, what sets our platform apart from the rest of the market when it helps customers both today, but also 2 to 5 years into the future? That's a long time in this industry, but we see this rapid change, and we know customers want to invest in infrastructure and have it work for them over the long haul.
Yeah, it's a great question. I think it boils down to a couple of things, and I'll start with performance. No secret, and AI and performance are somewhat synonymous. But what is maybe less appreciated is that performance for AI isn't just one thing, right? You mentioned training, fine-tuning, inference. They all have very different performance profiles. And the reality is, as the technology develops, it's really important for a customer to have access to a wide range of performance. It's like a Formula One race, right? The fastest straight line speed car doesn't always win. You've got to have a good balance of cornering speed and straight line speed and speed off the line. And that's something that Pure Storage is uniquely good at in terms of bringing to bear. I would say the other thing that I'd call out is just the enterprise capability. You talked about preparing yourself, 2, 3, 4, 5 years into the future. Well, AI is definitely going mainstream. Mainstream means, you can't have this potpourri of one-off science project environment solutions. It also means things like reliability, security, all of the enterprisey.
The illities.
The illities, exactly.
Yes.
All of the enterprisey capabilities become super important. And then lastly, I would add, 2 to 5 years is a long time in tech. In AI, it's an eternity. And so flexibility is of utmost importance, right? The idea that you can perfectly predict what your infrastructure should look like 2, 3, 4, 5 years in the AI space is, nobody's going to get that right. So what you want is to invest in infrastructure that gives you all the optionality and flexibility to grow and adapt with the technology.
We're in the middle of our spring launch. What are you most excited about when it comes to our AI-related announcements?
Yeah, I'd really call out two things. Number one would be our deepening partnership with NVIDIA. As you know, we first started working with NVIDIA back in 2017, and then now with the announcement of our SuperPod certification that will be coming later this year, we've got reference architectures with them across the entire spectrum of small-scale training with Airy, BasePod, now with SuperPod across the entire range of training, as well as with the OVX reference architecture and the inference side. So for customers, no matter where you are on that spectrum today and in the future, you've got great, easy, right out of the box, easy to get started with reference architectures that just work.
For all the use cases.
For all of the use cases. And then number two would be Evergreen//One for AI. I talked about flexibility before. Evergreen//One is an ideal vehicle for customers to get their hands on that flexibility as their needs change, right? Whether they need more performance, whether they need more capacity. Evergreen//One gives them the ultimate vehicle to grow, shift, flex in different directions. And so really excited about seeing that deepen our involvement in these AI projects.
So a super important announcement that we've made here.
Absolutely, and super excited to see the early interest we already have in terms of like you said, customers leaning on that to maximize their utilization and just run faster with this fast-moving AI space.
Well, thanks, Rob. So what I heard is as our customers are working through their AI journey, make sure that you're working with a platform that's going to give them the optionality, the flexibility, and of course the performance that they need for the various AI use cases.
You said it better than I did.
I don't know about that, but thanks so much, Rob, for being with us. Really looking forward to hearing about our next exciting announcement in AI and having you back on. Next, we are going to hear from our experts on these announcements that we've been making, Vijay Ganapathy and Tago Navone. And they are going to walk us through the details of everything you've been hearing about today.
Hi there, I'm Vijay Ganapathy, Director of Engineering here at Pure Storage, and I'm joined by my colleague Tago Navone, Director of Product Management, and we're here to share more about all the exciting innovations that we just launched. Here at Pure, we get excited about every launch, but this one is especially cool because it includes features and capabilities that bring new simplicity, productivity, and efficiency to the Pure platform. Not only that, we have some great features that are going to help you tackle the challenges of AI head on. All right, let's dive in. First up, let's talk about storage management. It's something we all have to do to make sure our storage is meeting the needs of the business. There's so many different aspects to this, but really there are 4 critical questions that you, as storage admins, ask yourselves when it comes to managing, optimizing, and scaling your storage infrastructure. Where should you deploy new workloads? Does the workload need to reside in a specific location with explicit capacity and performance parameters? How will you observe the workload or trace why the workload was provisioned for chargeback or showback? How should the workload be configured? Are there any regulatory, security requirements, SLAs, or configuration standards you need to enforce? How will you protect the data once written? Do you have safeguards in place for cyber threats, user errors, data center failures, or disaster events? To solve these challenges, Pure Storage launched our next generation of Pure Fusion with its first-of-its-kind storage automation, now available as part of Purity. The Fusion automation engine is distributed to every array and lets you manage your entire fleet. Pure Fusion redefines enterprise storage management by fully automating the deployment and scaling of workloads across any environment. Simply consume customizable and highly scalable built-in workflows with GUI, CLI, or APIs, making changes across your fleet easier and faster. Pure Fusion helps you choose where to deploy the workload and automatically configures the storage according to your organization's standards and recommended practices. Pure Fusion also mitigates risk with security policies implemented from ground zero, not tacked on as an afterthought. Set up security policy templates for all new workloads and ensure consistent, robust protection across your data landscape. As Sean mentioned, Pure Fusion is now part of every Pure Storage array through the Purity operating environment, available after a simple, non-disruptive update. There is no additional license cost, separate license, or external control plane required. Next, I'd like to talk to you about our industry-first AI Copilot for storage, a revolutionary new way to manage and protect data with natural language. Embedded into the Pure Storage platform, the Copilot utilizes aggregated data insights from tens of thousands of Pure customers to guide storage teams through everything from investigating performance and management in the typical complex IT environment to staying ahead of security incidents. You can prompt the AI Copilot with nearly any question or command. You could ask, "Do I have any arrays nearing capacity limitations? Tell me how I can improve my data protection score across my fleet. Show me how my security scores rank against my industry peers." Or even, "Give me an overview of the Evergreen//One services announced at Accelerate." This new AI Copilot will be available soon in limited tech preview. Keep an eye out. Now, I'll turn it over to Tago to discuss how Pure Storage is helping customers tackle their most challenging use case yet, AI.
Thanks, Vijay. I'm not sure if you've heard, but AI is becoming a pretty big deal. The truth is AI is evolving so rapidly that IT is struggling to keep up, much less predict what's coming next. Organizations are coming to realize that they are locked into inflexible storage architectures that lack enterprise-grade reliability and flexibility. Pure Storage is changing the game with new platform capabilities that help you accelerate successful AI deployments without incurring additional risk with your infrastructure. First up, Evergreen//One for AI, the latest addition to our storage as a service subscription portfolio. With the uncertainty of AI, predictability in planning can be a challenge. Due to its experimental and iterative development processes, AI's data requirements, performance needs, and scalability demands can and will vary and change quickly. This makes sizing the right storage environment extremely difficult, until now. As Prakash mentioned earlier, Evergreen//One for AI delivers performance guarantees based on the maximum bandwidth requirements of your GPUs and accelerators, so you never have to worry about storage becoming a bottleneck. Storage costs are known upfront, no matter the workflow, and incremental data consumption is billed at competitive cold storage rates. There's no need to delete valuable artifacts, checkpoints, or logs. With predictable spend per month and the certainty of an SLA, you get the performance and capacity you need today, so you can invest the savings into more strategic AI use cases tomorrow. By offering comprehensive management and support throughout the lifecycle of your storage infrastructure, Evergreen//One for AI reduces administration overhead and allows your organization to focus resources and expertise on advancing AI initiatives. Whether for training, tuning, inferencing, deep learning, or deploying RAG workflows, by subscribing to a service, Evergreen//One for AI can support any predictive or generative AI workload. Pure Storage is also excited to partner with major AI players like NVIDIA to bring our leading all-flash platform to GPU computing infrastructure. In addition to our existing NVIDIA DGX BaseBot and OVX certifications, Pure Storage will also be SuperBot certified by the end of this year. As an Ethernet-based storage partner, this greatly simplifies enterprise integration for large-scale AI training and inference. And Evergreen//One for AI is the perfect fit for an organization that is looking to deploy AI at SuperPod scale. Because there is no ceiling, Evergreen//One for AI guarantees performance up to multiple terabytes per second and beyond. Pure Storage is the only storage vendor on the planet that delivers this level of service with a guaranteed SLA. Pure Storage is also building upon its sustainability and scalability advantages with the introduction of 150 terabyte direct flash modules. This level of extreme density and efficiency helps support data-heavy AI workloads in a much smaller footprint, saving resources for energy-hungry GPUs. And the new expanded chassis coming to FlashArray//E achieves a 40% density improvement per rack, Additionally, with the ability to now scale out object and file storage to a 30 petabyte namespace, FlashBlade empowers IT to support even the largest of AI initiatives. Now, I'll turn it back over to VG to talk about secure application workspaces and what we're doing to strengthen our cybersecurity with Pure1.
As AI continues to proliferate across every area of every business, containers are becoming the preferred method for deploying and managing AI applications. But containers deployed for AI need an isolated, secure, and resource-optimized storage environment. That's why Pure Storage has integrated our container data management platform, Portworx, with secure multi-tenancy at the storage layer to give individual application owners the ability to operate their own storage environment independently. These secure application workspaces deliver fine-grained access controls, enabling groups within an organization to provision and manage apps directly based on predefined IT governance policies. As an app owner, having the ability to deploy an application independently makes you more productive as it eliminates bottlenecks on IT without sacrificing security and control of the environment. As we've discussed, AI is revolutionizing business, but not always for the better. Cybercriminals are using AI to increase the frequency and impact of cyber attacks, especially ransomware. Existing IT infrastructures often lack the flexibility to react to the rapid pace of change needed to protect data and respond quickly. That's why we are arming you with new cyber resiliency capabilities and services to defend your organization from disruption and rapidly recover if a security event occurs. Building on our existing cybersecurity capabilities, including safe mode for ransomware recovery, we are introducing new platform innovations that reduce your risk. And as we develop new features and products, we align to a common NIST 2.0 framework to help guide our roadmap. Let's explore a few highlights. Last year, Pure Storage introduced a novel capability which allowed administrators to detect ransomware attacks based on data reduction anomalies. We are building on this functionality by helping you identify unusual activity, malicious behavior, ransomware attacks, and denial of service attacks through performance anomaly analysis as well. These machine learning models analyze your environment against historical data to detect anomalous patterns based on performance heuristics in addition to user context. Using this capability, you can identify potential attacks and quickly restore the last known good snapshot copy to mitigate operational impact, reducing risk and guesswork. In addition to anomaly detection, we also introduced a data protection assessment to Pure1 last year, which helps ensure FlashArray and FlashBlade configurations meet industry best practices for data resiliency. This year, we are taking our assessments to the next level by including a new security assessment into your Pure1 dashboard. This assessment utilizes the anomaly detection enhancements we just discussed to provide deep visibility into fleet-level security risks and offers actionable recommendations to maximize cyber resilience. But rather than me just talking about it, I know you'd rather see it in action. I'll turn the time over for a demonstration showcasing how the new security assessment emphasizes operational security and compliance. Let's take a look.
The new security assessment in Pure1 is all about ensuring the operational security and compliance of your environment. And just like the data protection assessment in Pure1, the security assessment provides benchmarking capabilities, which allows you to compare your current security posture with past results to track your improvement over time. It also emphasizes operational security by detecting risks such as buckets that are exposed to the public, which are sometimes overlooked but critical to address. And compliance is another cornerstone of the security assessment. We scan against various compliance standards such as whether remote LDAP, SAML, or Active Directory access controls are correctly implemented or to show that encryption is enabled as part of an audit to meet regulatory standards. Now, we all know that the digital threat landscape never stands still, and attack patterns are getting crazier and more complex. Our anomaly detection feature allows customers to identify potential security threats as well as be able to recover faster. So for example, with anomalous DRR drops, we show the latest snapshot for the impacted volumes. We also check for significant pattern changes in performance for signs of things like denial of service or data exfiltration, and we also analyze volume and snapshot counts for unexpected changes that you should know about. The security assessment also offers actionable insights, highlighting areas that need remediation across the storage fleet. For example, if we take a look at this array, we can see that there's a compliance issue due to it running an out-of-support version of Purity. And in this case, you can simply go to the software lifecycle page and perform a self-service upgrade to ensure that you're always up to date with the latest features and security patches. So this is how we're bringing that pure simplicity to something as complex as maintaining consistent security posture across the Pure Storage platform.
Seeing a demo always makes it clearer for me. Just a few more notes about this assessment. Our new AI Copilot also enhances the security assessment to provide executives with greater visibility into the security of their storage estate. For example, you can ask the Copilot to flag arrays that are not up to date with the latest security patches or don't have safe mode enabled. The AI Copilot can then offer recommendations for how to turn on features and improve your cyber resiliency. This assessment is based on aggregated intelligence across more than 10,000 environments, so you can benchmark the security posture of your entire storage fleet. Now that you've heard what we are doing on the cyber resiliency front, let's talk about how we are delivering unmatched flexibility by expanding our leading storage-as-a-service SLAs.
Today's dynamic market and competitive landscape makes it essential for IT to quickly adapt to emerging technologies and trends. That's what makes storage as a service so valuable. It provides the flexibility, efficiency, and the advanced features needed to thrive in a constantly changing environment. But it's not truly storage as a service if it doesn't offer guaranteed enterprise SLAs. Prakash mentioned that Evergreen//One delivers an industry-leading 10 SLAs and guarantees to help you accomplish your business goals. Our SLAs apply no matter what type of storage you need, block, file, or object, and they apply wherever you need it, on-premises, cloud, or co-location environments. If you're an Evergreen//One customer, you may already enjoy some of them like performance, zero-planned downtime, or energy efficiency. Let's explore what's new. First, our new and improved Evergreen//One Cyber Recovery and Resilience SLA is expanding coverage to include disaster recovery. With this SLA, Pure Storage delivers a customized recovery plan, ships clean service infrastructure, and provides on-site installation and professional services for data transfer. Our advanced services team will also collaborate with your organization to build and maintain a comprehensive cybersecurity strategy, including a disaster recovery plan based on the insights from the new security assessment. Now, you can have peace of mind knowing that if an unexpected cyber attack occurs or a data center goes dark, Pure Storage will quickly help restore normal operations, guaranteed. And Pure Storage is further distancing itself from the competition with yet another service-level agreement called Evergreen//One Site Rebalance. This SLA delivers service flexibility if you are looking to adjust existing reserve commitments as your storage requirements evolve. If there are no longer capacity needs at a specific site, if a data center is consolidated, or if performance at one site was oversized and excess capacity exists that can be used elsewhere, the Site Rebalance SLA lets you rebalance reserve commitments once every 12 months for each Evergreen//One subscription. The service also includes all required professional services to move your data, ensuring you receive a white glove experience without having to touch an array. It's an investment protection for an unpredictable future. Pure1 makes it easy to flex your Evergreen//One subscription reserve commitments up with AI-powered recommendations, so you don't have to spend time planning for future consumption. AI, built into the Pure Storage platform, will model usage and provide recommendations to expand reserve commitments and optimize on-demand charges. This is just one more way that Pure Storage simplifies and delivers more flexibility for an uncertain future. We've covered a lot of ground, and we hope you're as excited as we are about the latest innovations to the Pure Storage platform.
Wow, what a powerful set of announcements to the Pure Storage platform. We heard about a next generation of Fusion, a new Evergreen offering for AI, new efficiency management and resiliency SLAs, and a brand new security assessment. What got you excited? Well, whether it was simplifying your infrastructure, building out storage for AI, or protecting your data from cyber criminals, we want to work with you. Check in with your Pure Storage team today. Ask them for more details about our exciting innovations. Let us help you take the next steps to evolve your data infrastructure to achieve all your business goals. Thank you for tuning in.